Hi, it's just a Tugwell at Blue Pecan Computer Training. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a scroll bar to scroll through your different data series. It works quite well when you want to show series for different years, say, on a timeline. Okay, let's see how this is done. So you'll need the Developer tab on your ribbon. If it's not showing, right-click on an existing tab. Go to Customize the ribbon, and make sure this Developer tab tick box is ticked. Click on OK. So go to the Developer tab, go to the Insert menu, and you'll see you've got a scroll control somewhere here. Yeah, it's this one, scroll bar. So click on that and then you can draw it. Now with all these controls, you can output a value to a cell. So I'm going to right click on the scroll bar, and I'm going to go to Format Controls. Now you're not going to be able to see that, so let me just drag it up temporarily. Right click, Format Control. Get this dialog box. So current value is 0. Well, it doesn't matter what that is. We'll have a minimum value of 1. And then we've got 6 years. So a maximum value is going to be 6. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to return values between 1 and 6, which is then going to be able to allow us to refer to each of these years. Incremental change is 1, so that's when we click on the arrows on the other side of our scroll bar. Page change, we'll have that as 1 as well. That's basically when you click between the arrows on our scroll bar into the main area there. How much do you want it to scroll by when you do that? So cell link, well, we're going to output these values 1 to 6 in this cell here, the scroll bar output cell. Click on OK. Now you'll see how this works. If I click on the little arrows, it increments the the value up in my scroll bar output cell. Now I'm just going to move this back underneath my chart, and we're ready to go. Now I'm going to draw my chart data from this little table here. So depending on what number appears up here, I want to return the relevant row within this data. So I can use the index function to do that. Equals index. Now for the year, the range of cells that I want to return values from is there. And the row number, very simply, is there. So you can see that if I scroll to 5, it returns 2016. If I scroll to 4, it returns 2015, etc., etc. So it's just changing the year. Now we can actually copy this across if I do a little bit of fixing. So this is the thing that needs to be fixed, the reference to the scroll bar output. If I fill this across, copy it across, it's returning the relevant data. Now my chart's automatically picking it up. The control of where the data's being picked up you can do once you create your chart. You could have based it on this data to begin with, but it's not picking it. If it's not picking it up, go to Select Data up here on the Design tab. You could use this box up here just to define the area that your chart data is in. Click on OK and it'll pick it up for you. So you can see what's happening now as I scroll through the years. It's picking up the relevant data. Now what you might not like is the fact that the vertical axis changes, and I can show you how to fix that. Now what we're going to do is create an additional series with the minimum and maximum values in our data. So I can use the min function to start with. So I just need the minimum value in our data, and then another one with the maximum value. And then I need to add these data points into our chart as a separate series. So select my chart, go to Design, select Data, add a series. So I'll just call this Y-axis. Series values are here. and click on OK. So it appears at the moment as a column chart, but that's okay. I can change that. So I'm going to change this column chart to a scatter chart, this series to a scatter chart. Now I can do that by going up to the Design tab on my ribbon, change chart type. Now you need to make sure that combo is selected here, it has done automatically for me. And the y-axis, which is what I want to change, I can change here to scatter. Click on OK. So that gives me my 2 scatter points. And then what I want to do is make these points invisible. To make the points invisible, just right click on one of the points, format data series. Now you won't be able to see this very well, so I'm going to drag my screen over just a little bit so you can see what's going on. So what it'll do is open up this format data series task pane. If you go to the paint bucket there, we're going to format the marker. We go to marker options and we'll say none. Okay, so I'm going to drag my chart back onto the screen so you can see it. So now if I click outside the chart, it's no longer there. Those markers are no longer there. But the great thing is because the highest and the lowest values always appear as part of the chart in a separate series, even though they're invisible. Now when I scroll through my data series, I don't get that annoying change of scale in the y-axis. Okay, there we are. Thanks very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. It's been Chester Tuckwell at Blue Pecan Computer Training.